In this session, I will go over about AWS auto scaling group. Assume you have a application server. When more resource needed, so when you want to increase the number of the server horizontally, like adding more server on horizontally, like a 3 server, 4 server on demand. So like when the resource is needed and add it horizontal, scale it horizontally. When resource is not needed and remove the horizontal scaled VM or instances. In this example, I am going to show that auto scaling group which I have created already. This I have created already. So that's the one I am going to show. I am in my AWS console under EC2 dashboard. So you can see that under EC2 dashboard, under EC2 dashboard is scroll down. So you can see that auto scaling group, launch auto scaling, launch configuration, auto scaling group. Click launch configuration. I do have a configuration with AMI ID. This is the AMI ID chosen with the size T2 micro. I chose the spot pricing. I don't want to put more billing because this is for test, and I gave the name Siva Auto Scale. So here you can see more detail, AMI ID, and it's a key name. So when you create launch configuration, I'm not going to create, just I'm showing, and select whichever that AMI you need. I'm selecting this one, and general purpose I will go with the free tier. I'm not going to create, but I'm showing the steps. Configuration details, assign name, I will assign name just scale config, select a spot instance, so it's cheaper. You can specify price. Anyway, I'm not going to create here, so I will go with the regular. Add storage. Next, configure security group and review and submit. So review the configuration and create launch configuration. I will cancel this. I do have the auto scaling group already. Here I go to the auto scaling group, that's auto scaling configuration. I will go to the auto scaling group. Here I created auto scaling group with that configuration. I set it up minimum 2 and maximum, minimum 1 and maximum 2. I will show this again. Edit, action, edit. For this one, launch configuration, Siva Auto Scale, and availability zone. These are the options to choose. So if you want to choose another availability zone, yes, you can choose. So look at that, different subnet. So I do have option different VPCs. VPC, this is a VPC 1 and this is a Siva VPC 2 and Siva VPC 1. So you can see that ID, VPC ID here. Availability zone and target group and minimum and maximum health check easy to. I will cancel this. Active history, scaling policies, instances. So these are the instance IDs in service all running. I will show that later. Navigating to EC2 dashboard, EC2 instances here. I can show that later. Monitoring, so where you can see the monitoring, notification, create notification tag, scheduling assistant, lifecycle hook. So here create auto scaling group. I'm not going to create, I'm showing the option. Select that AMID, which AMID, create new launch configuration or use the existing. Next step. So what are the network you are going to use? Oh, sorry, VPC. So VPC, Siva VPC prod, Siva VPC dev, default. So subnet. So I will select a subnet. Create new subnet. So I will assign a group name ESG. I'm not going to create, just I'm showing the option. Next, configure scaling policies. Keep this group at initial size. Use scaling policy to adjust the capacity of this group. So here, scaling policies. So you can mention that name and target values. So you can select the metric type and select that target values such as network, load balance request. So I will go right now, I will go with, I'm not going to change anything here. I will go with the keep this group as initial stage. Next, configuration notification. Next, config tag, review. So this is the create auto scaling group options. So I will cancel this one. I'm not going to create again. So now I will move on to the instances. This will take you to instances. So here I do have auto scale VM2. So security group, auto scale VM2. So here, because it is filtered, so I will remove the filter. So I do have these two VMs scaled by auto scaling group, the auto scale VM1 and 2, auto scale VM. So I installed just in only one server, the web server, IAS. So let's check, navigate to different browser and check to show that web service is running or not. So seems this one not running that web service. So I will go to that other node. I will paste this one. So this one is running. Intentionally I configured web service in only one after the AMI build. So because this is for, I just want to show the load balancer. So that's why I configured this application. So this chapter, the load balancer, I will talk about the load balancer in the next session. So I will stop this video for only for auto scaling group. So I configured auto scaling and auto scaling group. So also the auto scaling launched these two instances. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye.